Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to edit in GoTo.io. First you have to open your clip. You have to add it to Vegas. I'm using Vegas Pro 15. You have to zoom in your clip and then you can watch it and get to the qualities. I'm going to use the draft or the preview because since it does not lag a lot. You can go and insert some songs. I'm going to choose any type of song. It's your wish. You can just zoom in and split before the good part once and split before the end. That's the part you have to edit. If you want to get a slow motion bulb type effect, you have to zoom in and split right after it, just like I'm doing. You can follow my steps, or if you don't want the split motion, you can just skip this part and go on to the next one. By pressing Ctrl and moving your mouse to the back, the clips get slower. You can see it's going to be in slow motion now. You can zoom in as much as you want and make the clip slow as much as you want. Now keep splitting at various parts to give your clip a little bit of bulb effect. After splitting, you have to do is get the clip a little bit of back like this and add these clips to the extent a little bit back and making a little bit of space between them. This is going to give it the black type effect. Sorry, I just copied it. Let me just delete it quick. Yeah, so that's how I do it. Leaving a little bit of space between all of them, you can arrange them. Let me do this. Okay, so that's it. You can also change the effect, the last and the front, as leaving a little bit of space. That's how the video is gonna start, and it's going to give a look like this. Just get it a little bit close. Yeah. Don't worry about the start. We're gonna set it later. Looks pretty good. Let's just add it here. Now all you have to do is get your song and go to the drop. It's gonna take some time since I'm a noob and dumb person. Here is the drop. We can extend the clip a little bit before the drop, and to add a mark you can go here and to the good point you can press M. It's gonna add a mark for the drop. It's going to be easy to add. You can see how it looks now. Sorry you can't basically hear the song, but you can hear my voice since we're doing this. Adding a little bit of fade-in effect makes it good. Now you have to do is go on and get your editing packs or songs, shockwaves, everything you have. I'm gonna use this one. And we're gonna go for a lot of sound effects like bubbles, sound effect. I downloaded this all. You can just search, and I'm gonna add a bunch of effects. It's not necessary to add these, but it just makes a video look good. Let's go for some overlays. I think this one would be good. Gray and red particles. Adding it at the top. I don't know how you do it, but I just do is lower the opacity and it looks good. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna add the sound effect where we made the mark. Maybe here. Let's go on and test it. You can also do is increase the sound of it, because since we cannot hear it due to music. And yeah, that's good. Now we're gonna do is zoom in the video a bit. It looks good. And a little bit further, we're gonna restore it back. Zoom back in, restore back, do a slight change, restore, zoom, change, and restore. That's gonna make your video look real good. It might not look good now, but after the editing is done, it's gonna look good. All you have to do is go on to additional effects like this evil laugh sound effect. I'm gonna add this because it looks kinda good. Yeah. Increase the voice. Looks really good. You can now see. So yeah, now we're gonna add a shockwave at the top. It's not necessary to add the shockwave, but it just makes your video look good. I'm gonna set it to the point we need it, and it looks pretty okay. Not so good, but it's okay. What if we just remove it? Oh wait, what is this? So we gotta copy another thing. Yeah. Let's go on for the real editing part. You can choose a lot of editing, but I'm using Sapphire plugins. We're gonna go for S-Glow first. Adding S-Glow, you can now see what I'm doing. Go into the brightness, set it high, and a little bit further, you can change it back. And then glow rings, one over here. You don't gotta change the glow ring settings, it's good the way it is. Now you can also choose a lot of them, but we're gonna go for the S shake. It's gonna make your video a little bit shaky, it's kinda good. I set the frequency to low because I don't want it to move a lot. So we are now going to search for the warp bubble 2. That's like giving a video a warp effect. Wait, why is this lagging? Oh yeah, here it is. Add over here and do the settings I'm doing. If you want it to move a lot, you can set it high, but I want it to move a little bit. We're gonna see the shockwave. So let's just remove the shockwave. You can see it looks good. The last clip is a bit different, so what we can do is add it a bit too. Add the warp to it too. The same way, you can edit both of them at once instead of splitting in between, but if you don't want the last part to be edited, you can leave it the way it is. Going for the S-Glow again. Good, perfect. Glow aura or glow darks? Glow darks is like glow the dark. Seriously. You can also add a lot of effects if you have them, but I'm just working with these. This is the glint rainbow. You can use this, but I don't want to use it. Basically everything's the same. All you gotta do is set it up. And yeah, here we have the rays. You're gonna add this, but it's not so necessary, but I wanna add it. A little bit up. No, yeah, up would be good. That's good. So when you think the clip is fully done, you can add in the fade in, fade out, crop the rest of the music, and go for the render part. You render it as MPEG, MP4, whatever you want, but I'm gonna go for Windows Media Video. But yeah, don't do this mistake. What I did before was, instead of checking, I just went on for render and it only rendered the loop region. So to fix that loop region, what you want to do, you don't have to like worry again. You can see how this looks like. only half of the video. So to set this up, you have to go on render and just don't select this box and uncheck it. Here now it's going to render your video. Gonna take some time, but you can wait. There we are, it's done. So let's check it out now. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials. Bye!